everyone. My name is Renee and I'm an occupational therapy assistant for the Calgary Catholic School District. Today, I'm going to be sharing a few ideas of things that you can work on at home with your child to help strengthen and improve their shoulder stability, as well as work on strengthening their core muscles. Let's get started. So the reason shoulder stability is so important for children is because they first need to build strength in the muscles that are closer to the center of the body, like their shoulder and core muscles. Building strength in their shoulder muscles will help them to accurately use the muscles that are further away from the center of the body, like their finger muscles. So once your child builds strength in their bigger muscles, it will help them to accurately hold and control a pencil, use scissors, and eating utensils such as a fork and spoon. Building strength in their shoulder muscles will also give them more successful printing and drawing skills. So some signs that you might notice that your child could work on their shoulder stability is if you often notice they are slouched in their chair when working, or if they often rely on leaning against objects such as tables, furniture, or walls. Another sign that you might notice is if when your child is coloring, they are using either really light pressure on the pencil or really hard pressure on the pencil. And lastly, if you notice if your child's arm is lifted off the table when coloring and they are using their whole arm to color rather than resting their arm down on the table. Activity that you can work on at home with your child to help strengthen their shoulder stability is if you have painter's tape at home or any kind of tape that can go on a wall. You can make different lines or shapes. So today I've made a cross, and you're also going to need a ball, something smaller preferably, so I just have a little ball here, but a tennis ball or something small that will fit in your child's hands. And the goal of this activity is to have your child use two hands to walk the ball up and down the lines of the tape and trying to stay on the lines. So this might work best if you demonstrate first so your child knows what to expect. So you might say, okay, I'm going to take my two hands, I'm going to start at the top, I'm going to roll the ball down the line. They might have to go into a bit of a squat to get to the bottom. And now I'm going to go across with two hands, rolling the ball. This is also working on bilateral coordination since your child has to use two hands at the same time. And I do want to also mention that if you don't have tape at home, you can definitely do this activity without tape. You can simply have your child make imaginary lines or shapes on the wall by rolling the ball on the wall. So another fun activity that your child might enjoy at home is if you again have a piece of painter's tape or really any kind of tape that can go on a wall, or also something that can just go down the middle. And then I have just little post-it notes with different letters on them. You can also use different colored paper or draw shapes on the paper or pictures, and then have your child reach to tap the different letters or shapes. All right, so for this activity, we really want to work on crossing midline, so reaching and crossing the center of the body. So you can have your child stand kind of where that tape is, and you can tell them, okay, let's look for the letter A. Where is it? And we're going to reach across to touch the letter A. Now let's look for the letter B. Where is it? Let's reach across and touch the letter B. So really reaching across to touch those letters. So having your child work on a vertical surface such as a wall or a whiteboard is really great to build up some of that strength as well. So you can tape, I just taped 4 pieces of blank paper. You can also use newspaper or any kind of paper you have at home. Also, you might want to supervise this activity, but you can have your child use a pencil crayon and just color in the kneeling position, so on their knees, color or draw different shapes like circles, squares. You can also have them kneel on one knee, so one leg is up, one knee is on the ground, color for a bit, and then have them switch. So put that knee on the ground and lift up their right leg and have them color or draw different shapes. So another really great and easy way to work on shoulder stability is having your child lie on their stomach while propped up on their elbows, so they're bearing some weight through their elbows and shoulders. You can have them read a book, play a board game, do a puzzle, or play with their favorite toys while laying on their stomach. So a really great and easy outdoor activity that you can work on with your child to help build shoulder stability is by simply grabbing a paintbrush and a bucket of water and having your child standing to paint the fence with the water. If you happen to have a wagon or a wheelbarrow at home, you can have your child push or pull the wagon or wheelbarrow up and down the sidewalk or in the yard. If you have a watering can at home, you can help your child fill up the watering can with water and have them water the grass or different trees or plants around the yard. Okay, and that concludes all the activities for today's video on strengthening shoulder stability. I hope you found these activities helpful, and thank you so much for watching.